Hi, I'm Kimberly Calderbank for Community Cultures. Affordable housing means different things to different people in our community. And today we're at Habitat for Humanity, Halton, Mississauga, and Dufferin to learn just what affordable housing means to them and how they're making an impact in our community here locally. Eden is the CEO here at Habitat for Humanity, Halton, Mississauga, and Dufferin. Eden, this is a position that you've been in for just under 3 years. What has your experience been thus far as the CEO?
Well, coming out of COVID, it's been an exciting time for us, rebuilding the stores and getting customers back in, and obviously, being able to re-engage our volunteers because many of them took a little bit of a hiatus after COVID. So it's really nice to have the team together and here.
What inspired you to take on this position here?
Well, thank you for asking that. I think I have the best job in the world because I get to hand out keys to people. And we know, and I've had the privilege of seeing firsthand the difference that having an affordable and safe home makes in people's lives. Our Habitat homes really give people an opportunity to break the cycle of poverty. There's a lot of research around the social determinants of health and how important safe and affordable housing is. Kids have a wonderful place to do their homework. Parents are able to get more stability, maybe improve their employment opportunities, less reliance on social services like food banks. And last year, actually, we did our first post-COVID survey of our families, and we were really just taken aback that the household incomes of our families had doubled in the past 5 years. And I think that's a real testament to the model.
I think there's a lot of misconceptions, maybe is the right word, about what Habitat for Humanity actually provides, especially when we know affordable housing is such a buzzword out there right now. It's everywhere. Everybody's talking about affordability, groceries, everything. Right. So what are those misconceptions, do you think, about Habitat for Humanity?
Well, I think the first, there's two constant ones we hear. One is that we were started by Jimmy Carter. Not true. He was obviously an advocate volunteer, but this actually started in earlier days in the southern United States. But the second thing is that we give away our homes. The myth is that we give away our homes. We don't. Families pay a mortgage. They pay a mortgage to us that is affordable to their income. We call it, you may have heard of rent geared to income. This is mortgage geared to income. And so when I say that our family incomes have doubled, that means that the mortgage that they pay to us actually goes up. And so I'm sure the families aren't happy to be paying more money to us, but what the wonderful thing is that money goes into a revolving, what we call Fund for Humanity, and that allows us to build more homes and house other people.
Lynn is a longtime board member here at Habitat HMD. Lynn, what inspired you in the first place to join with the team here?
Yeah, I actually started with Habitat prior to this affiliate as a build volunteer. I was out there with a hammer. I was on the roof in the days when we could do that and got really engaged, and then thought, I have skills that maybe hammering is not my best attribute. And so was then looking for a board position, and so joined many years ago for my first stint, and then took a break and back again, and now board chair.
So what type of decisions or strategic decisions would the board be making for Habitat for Humanity?
Yeah, a board, one of their most important activities is really around strategic planning. And so we last year took on an initiative to conduct a new strat plan, take a look at our mission again, and build out this 10-year plan so that it's really our guidance now for all of our decisions. And within that, we said we're aiming to have 130 homes for families in our communities, which over a 10-year period, which is a significant shift from the kind of one home a year build that we started out with some 20 years ago. So it's guiding all of our decisions, having that strat plan in place.
Kevin, we've transitioned from admin over into a store. Tell us how this all ties together and how we got here.
Sure. So Restore is the retail side of Habitat for Humanity. Really, the product that we get donated here, we try and maximize the value, and then the proceeds from the restore go back into the mission.
So it's a little bit of a social enterprise, if you will, helping to support the mission and vision of Habitat for Humanity.
Exactly, and we live 100% off donations. We don't buy products, so we get residential donations of used goods, as well as gift in kind or corporate donations, some of it new, just out of season and such. And so we bring that through, and our employees and volunteers price it, and we move through it. So we usually are about 30 to 50 off retail.
And this is a massive warehouse space. There's furniture, there's home goods, there's literally everything here. So you can both donate and then come and shop here. What types of things would you find here?
So there's tons home renovation goods, so tiling, flooring comes in on a regular basis. We have used appliances, we have furniture, which you can see. We have home decor goods. We have some fashion here, both men's, ladies, and children. So really a wide variety of product. And it's really a treasure hunt every time you come. And stuff moves through very quickly. But people really love it. It's a great chance for people to recycle and reuse, and you see a lot of DIY projects getting done here. So it's very cool.
There's that sort of micro-influencer trend right now on social media. We see it all over the place of people purchasing and then upcycling, right? And saving our planet and working to create some really cool new things. What sort of trends or what have you seen come through the Restore that is exciting for the community, perhaps?
I think there's such a wide variety. Something will appeal to almost everyone. And so we get antiques if you're into that. We get modern furniture. We get, flashback to the 90s and the 80s at times. But it's great quality and quite frankly keeps it out of the landfill and allows people to repurpose it in how they want to use it.
Jennifer is the manager of volunteer services here with Restore. Jennifer, what type of roles can a volunteer look forward to participating in here?
Great. So at our Restore locations, we have a Restore associate, which is much like a retail type role. So you would be merchandising, helping with pricing, getting all the items out onto the floor so that they're ready for sale. We also have a warehouse assistant role, which is in the back, a little bit more heavy lifting and getting people involved in bringing in our donations and also sorting through products to get the pricing. Again, always to be pushed out to the floor for the sales.
And what type of volunteers are you looking for from a demographic perspective?
Well, we have such a diverse range of volunteers. So it's minimum age is 16 years old, but we go up to even into our 80s, some of our volunteers. It's such a great experience for people to be making friends and, such a diverse group of people. So we have community groups that come in and work as a team. We have individuals that come in and want to spend time with us, just, brushing up on experience and skills. And then we also have students that come in and doing their 40 hours and so forth. So we really do see such a wide array of volunteers, and it brings such a fun atmosphere for them.
Chuck is a volunteer here at the Restore. Chuck, you decided to volunteer here about a year ago now. What inspired you to come here in the first place?
Well, I retired 2 years ago, and so I needed something to do. And so my wife said, well, one of her friends volunteered here, so I came up here. Last summer, I worked at Tyendega volunteering, and so I said, can't golf in the winter, so I come in here, and so I'm here 3 days a week.
And what type of tasks are you doing while you're volunteering at the Restore?
I'm doing merchandising, pricing, taking stuff off trucks in the warehouse, putting it out on the floor, assisting customers that are coming into the store because they want to know where things are, and they keep changing things around, so even sometimes I don't know that.
One of the things that we often hear from volunteers and community is how inspiring it is and how it truly feeds their soul. It really becomes a part of their own community. What's the best part about volunteering here for you?
Just meeting the people. I've always been involved with people, at Tyendega, at Club Link. Even when I was working, I'm retired, I was a QA manager, so customers and suppliers always coming in, and so I had to deal with them all the time. So this is really no difference.
Lisa is going to speak to us now about the fundraising arm of Habitat for Humanity. So we've talked about all the wonderful things that Habitat provides for our community, but how does this happen?
Well, we do rely on a generous community, and everyone is a part of this community. So it could be service clubs, third-party events. We love to have people hosting events for us because it also raises our profile and gets people to know what is Habitat for Humanity all about. Bingo, people do bingo for us, and just we have campaigns running throughout the year. So staying tuned to our website, to our social media, we love to keep people informed and love to have people be a part of it to make it happen for Halton for affordable housing.
And generally, people like to hear exactly what their funds are going to or how they'll be used within their community. So when we're speaking of the Halton area specifically, how perhaps might funds be used here locally or even within the area that you serve to help others in our community?
Yeah, so, and it takes time to build homes. People probably know this. It takes time, permits, and all that kind of stuff. So all of that also costs money. So that money goes directed to that. We have the Restore that helps offset some of our costs as well, which I love. That's just such a great social enterprise for us. But just being able to support building homes for families, and it's so crucial right now. You hear it every day right now, affordable housing, we're in a crisis mode. So Habitat for Humanity is here to be able to answer that crisis. And that's why we need the funders, the foundations, the service clubs, the individuals, everybody to be a part of it to help make that happen for Halton.
Today we've learned about all the misconceptions that you might have about Habitat for Humanity and all the good work that they're doing here locally. To learn more, you can visit their website and be sure to check out the restores here in our community. For Community Cultures, I'm Kimberly Calderbank.